Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Rina the Wolffe, and I know it's been a while, especially when we talk about tipsy storytime videos. But here I am, and there are actually a few things that I wanted to talk about. No, first things first. This is going to be one of the hardest things I have to say. The thing I did not expect that I had to say anytime soon. So, my girlfriend and I broke up. And this is only one of the things that somewhat added up to my problems. But there is actually no drama. We do not have any bad blood between us. We did not fight. There was no cheating. There was absolutely nothing. There was nothing saucy about the whole breakup thing, since it was her decision and her feelings. I am not the person who needs to talk about the exact reason behind the breakup. All I could and can do is that I accept and respect her decision. And that is only really a small part of what happened. So, before we met, I mean, not for the first time, actually for the last but one time, I have already been feeling down. I felt like I lost my purpose. I started to feel depressed again. She had nothing to do with it. I wanted to get out of there on my own. I wanted to repress my feelings, things like that. And I did not talk at all. I felt these feelings coming to surface very aggressively, unfortunately. And when we could spend like about a week together, I was a total jerk to her. I did not like anything. I did not enjoy anything. Everything was just extra pressure and things like that. And I hated that part. So my depression is back, and I started to feel like my life is actually not worth living. It was painful, and I wanted to deal with it all alone, and I should not have done that. I should have spoken to my ex, and I did not do it. Despite I always say that we need to talk about these things. These are some serious shit that we need to talk about, and I just didn't do it. I lost interest in a lot of things I usually enjoy doing, like drawing, singing, playing musical instruments, and for a brief second, even for my job. I was just there and I did it, but for a brief moment, I did not feel content. And it's all my fault. I let depression take over me. And it was, and it's somewhat still a crippling feeling. And I stopped making videos, I stopped streaming, I just did not feel like I was in the right headspace to do all that, because otherwise I want these platforms to be completely safe, happy places, safe places, spaces. Sure, if we need to whine about something, let it all out. If you come here and you feel like you need to vent about your life, about anything, let it all out. This is a safe space, and that's what I wanted it to be a safe space, but also a motivational space. And I just did not feel like I could provide it. My thoughts and my feelings kept getting darker and darker day by day. I did not feel like I wanted to go on with my life, even before the breakup. After the breakup, it was a little bit worse. And here's the thing, guys, I am not blaming my ex for anything. I still believe that things happen for a reason. Everything happens for a reason when it needs to happen. And my opinion on that did not change. Most probably it never will. So days are keep getting passed by. I finally could pull myself together to stream a little bit, but that week I was extremely busy with work. I had late meetings, things like that. Since I started streaming Life is Strange, I don't want to cut episodes, so I will get back to it. And I'm trying to set goals for myself. I am trying to plan ahead, and I can just hope it will work and it will help. Right now, I feel like it is getting better. Maybe not. Maybe it's just an illusion. And I also realized that these are the things that we actually need to talk about, right? So, last year, someone told me, just because I whine about my depression, it's not real. That it's nothing more than attention seeking. And this person who told me this was like kind of bringing up themselves as the example, like, do you think I'm depressed? And I was like, yeah, I know you're depressed. Of course I know that you're depressed. How do you know? I never talk about it. I never whine about it. I never whine about how fucked up my life is. And I was like, listen, there are very different types of depression. Silent grief, silent depression is one of them. And yeah, I think it was precedented that sometimes when people started to make threats about ending their lives, became just empty threats. I agree. Or they turned out to be attention seeking, which is fine. It happens. But if everybody shuts up, if nobody talks about how serious this is, things will never change. Yes, sometimes depression is all smiles and hiding behind masks and hiding the pain and repressing the pain, the feelings, the intrusive thoughts. Sometimes it's like that, and we never know until a tragedy happens. But sometimes people dare speak about their feelings, how worthless they think they are, how they think that ending their lives would make the world a better place, or how they are not strong enough to do this on their own. But just to hope that one day they finally just don't have to wake up. If people talk about it, it doesn't necessarily mean it's nothing more than attention seeking. So yeah, I'm not okay. And it's okay not to be okay. Sometimes we have to say that we are not okay, and it doesn't necessarily mean we are seeking attention. Sometimes we just want support, and sometimes we just want to be alone. Depression has many forms, and even though after all these years behind my back, I forget that. And I look at people who ended their lives, and I start thinking, like, could I have prevented that? Should I have seen the signs? And sometimes, even though, yes, it's true, it's the smaller percentage, I realized that should I have known? Or after a while, it's just like, oh wait, they said something about this or that. And I just suddenly realized that I was like way up in my own ass or way deep in my own problems to deal with someone else's. And it happens. We are all human beings. It really happens. But sometimes it's better to speak our minds. And what I learned is repressing feelings can make things worse. But it's okay. We can also feel like we don't want others to get worried about us. That's also more than a valid feeling. We don't want to be burdens. We don't want to just be the people who are others concerned about. Because I've been there in my early teens, and if someone got concerned, I always was, oh my God, I'm such a burden. I shouldn't do this. I should just push it way down and things are going to be fine. And maybe for others it was fine, but deep inside me, things were just getting worse. And about a week ago, I came to a point after I noticed that I started losing weight, not rapidly, but still. And also the intrusive thoughts did not go away. And I started to notice I have no idea if my body or my mind will give up first. And not gonna lie, it's still a possibility. I don't know. And now I'm trying to hope for something better. I'm trying to get better, excel at my work, trying to have new plans for the future. I'm trying to developing my skills, let it be music, drawing, anything really, because I think these fights actually are much more easier if we have a purpose. But right now I have no idea what I want to do. However, since soon enough I am going to give you a, let's just say it, album update, I will talk about several things. And what I want to do is definitely get back to this. But I need to be in the right mindset. And it's not always easy. And I know that. And most probably there are others out there who know that. And it's fine. I just can't emphasize it enough that it's okay not to be okay. We don't always have to be strong. We don't always have to be okay. We don't always have to smile through the whole day. If we are not okay, we can try to handle it on our own, or we can ask for help. But I know in most cases it's not that easy to ask for help. So yeah, that's where I have been, and I will talk about a few things regarding the future, most probably in the next video or in the next couple of videos, which most probably I will just record today because that's what I want. Because I have the time now, and I know I missed a lot of time being here when I actually love doing this. Video editing is still a pain in my ass, but I love doing this. I love just sit in front of the camera and start rambling about things. I miss doing this, seriously, and this is what's gonna happen. I'm going to try to pull myself together That's the least I can do. And guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was not like a happy one or motivational one. I couldn't wait to bring Tipsy Storytime back, but I just could not find anything that I would love whining about. So here it is. And I actually wanted to say that sometimes, like, having some people around us is not enough. It happens, all right? It really happens. Sometimes, even though we are surrounded by people who care, and we know that, it's not enough. For some reason, but the human mind and psyche is a mystery to me. And it might be morbid, but it really fucking amazes me. So that's my takeaway, guys. It's okay not to be okay. Always be yourselves. If you feel overwhelmed, speak your mind. If you think you are strong enough to deal with them on your own, do it. If you can learn to dance with your demons, cheers to you. If you are not strong enough, though, let the people know. There are some people out there who love you, and you matter to them. Maybe more than anything in this world. Be brave, live. That's the hardest thing ever in this world, I know. But sometimes you just have to be brave and live in this world. So cheers to that. Anyway, guys, I think it was way more than enough of me rambling again about nothing. Hey guys, it's Rina of the following day. I know this video is incredibly long, and actually at first I wanted to add it to another video, but I changed my mind this morning, so here it goes. I need to give you some update because at the beginning of this video I said my ex and I had no drama, right? So after this video I still recorded another one, so I finished off the bottle of wine. I was not drunk, but definitely buzzed, and I texted my ex that I don't want to do anything with her anymore. Technically, I kind of used the same words as I used in this video, like, if I hold on to her, I don't know if my body will give up the fight because I'm losing weight. This is definitely not the way I wanted to lose weight, or if it's my mind that is going to give up the fight. And I wanted her to erase my name, not to remember me at all, not to keep me in her thoughts at all, and then I blocked her. Now, since I drank a bottle of wine, which is like half a liter actually, I got buzzed and I dozed off. So I actually did not hear her calling me. And a couple of minutes later, literally emergency services called me that the police and the ambulance is going to be at my place because according to my ex, I'm suicidal. I have never said that. I would never commit suicide. If I have to die, I will die. I mean, I'm okay with that, but I would never take my own life. So it was very humiliating and embarrassing and uncomfortable for everyone. So 3 police officers showed up at my place. I let them in, they read the message, and everybody was just like, oh my God. Then the ambulance came. I showed them the message as well. They tried to avoid to take me into the hospital. In the end, I still had to. So at first, we went to one hospital. They said it will not work, they understand this is the protocol, and we will need to go to a bigger hospital. I have no good memories of that hospital, first of all. I had been there 3 or 4 years ago when I had a panic attack on my way to work, and I had to be there for like 8 hours. So I was like, please tell me it will not take 8 hours this time as well, because I would definitely not be happy about it. So we went there, they got my details, I told them the story. The doctor looked at me and she was like, do you want to finish yourself up? And I was like, no. And I felt so uncomfortable by this whole thing, and it was not my time. It was the other 9 people's time who work in emergency services. And I bet that they would have had better things to do than just to escort someone who just drank a bottle of wine and said something to her ex. And I couldn't stop apologizing to all of them. So it was fine. It took like 2-3 hours, which is still a lot of time of their time. I could have done other things as well in these 2-3 hours. My time is not that important. The important thing is she distracted emergency services from doing their job. I have no idea how many people had real emergencies at that time. So after I got released, I came home, I was very angry and I just wanted to sleep it off. But I'm still angry because she distracted emergency services from real emergencies. By the way, she could be sued because of this, but I won't do it. Honestly, I don't want to think about it anymore. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm fine. And as a disclaimer, I will not take my own life ever, no matter how bad my depression is going to be. I am not going to do this ever. If my mind or body gives up, I'm okay with that. That means that it needs to happen, but I would never do this on my own. So, sorry for the cut, guys, and sorry for the interruption. I just wanted to add this to this extremely long video now. So let's jump to the outro. And please, if you can't get a hold of someone who you think might take their own lives, calling them and one messenger platform are not the only things you can do. There are other ways to contact them. So please try to be more responsible about this and try not to distract emergency services, no matter how worried you are. Okay. Out to the outro. If you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. It means a lot to me. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.